Welcome to the podcast of Project Unscroll. Namaste. Can you please tell us something about the project? What is this project all about? And before starting, can we start with some mantras that you would like to chant?
Sure. So, Aum Gam Ganapate Namaha, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Aum Shreem Siddhalakshmiyai Namaha. Yes, we can start.
Okay, so please enlighten us about Project Unscroll.
So, what is Project Unscroll? So, we have taken up this initiative because the highest rising epidemic in today's day and age is that of the mobile screens. Everywhere you go, everyone is stuck on their screen. I was in a metro yesterday in Bangalore going home. I was just sitting there and people are watching their phones and getting in. They're not even looking where they're stepping in. They were holding it like this and walking in. And while holding the railing, also, they were seeing their phone like this and holding. So, this really concerned me and many other instances. As you can see, even babies nowadays, 2-year-old ones, 3-year-old ones, and all, they're on their phones. Their parents have given them all these liberties, and that's not going good for society. So, what is Project Unscroll? Project Unscroll is an initiative where we go from the state of addicted to the screens or addicted to social media or doom scrolling and various other habits that come with this, basically laziness, not clarity in life, no purpose in life. So we are taking people on a journey to that of which they are focused in life, to which they have a purpose, to which they wake up and really look forward to the day, not just waking up and the first thing they do is picking out their phone. And really, what we are achieving is focushood. What is focushood? Focushood is a tribe and community of people, not normal people. We are all warriors that we are establishing. We are going to war against the modern hypocrisy and all the modern bullshit that has been placed upon you. We are going to war with that in the focushood and really eliminating all the distractions and getting focused. Focused on what? Focused on your life goals. It depends from person to person, but it's subjective. Whatever is the most important task in your life, we are all focused on that. And we are at one laser focus as Arjuna shot the arrow of the fish to the fish's eye. With that much focus, all of the people here will achieve the goals and achieve their dream lives. And this is what we are.
Yeah, exactly. And this is a very great idea that we are going to reclaim our focus. Who is this focus good for and who is it not for?
Who's Focushood for? Focushood is, I'll tell you who it's not for, right? So it's not for people who are just here to while away time and who are actually, they're driven by motivation and not discipline. That's not for you. Don't join. This is for people who are ready to commit to a better version of themselves, who are ready to put down the time, effort, and energy to consciously make a change in their life. It's only for them and only for the people who are desperate to change. If you've tried, see, even I have tried many things and it didn't happen. Finally, I stuck to a protocol. That's when the change really started to happen. So, this is not for people who are just here to experiment, who are here to kind of, this is just another thing that they want to try and move on. This is not for you. Don't join. This is only for people who are ready to commit to change. Change in what? Who are ready to commit to friction, basically. It's when, if you've seen sandpaper rubbing against a rough surface, it becomes smooth. So that is how the churning will happen to remove all of your distractions. We will be providing you with many things, certain kriyas, certain meditations, certain journalings, certain thought pattern observations. So this is all really hard things. It's not easy at all. So if you're not a person, if you're a person who wants instant results, do not come here. There is no instant result here. It is over a period of time that this transformation of you will happen. So yeah, those are the qualities we are expecting in people who want to join.
Wow, that's a really great thing that you have started with, and the qualities are also very perfect that you have mentioned. So I wanted to know that when was that moment when you realized that you want people to go on this journey? What was that breaking point of yours when you realized you are not gonna live again like your old self?
What was my breaking point? So I'll tell you a story. So currently I am 19 years old, okay, and I am pursuing my college. So this started for me. The initiative has started now, very recently, about a month or two ago. But the root thought or the observation of mine was this: I was in 10th grade, and this was around in the COVID period, 2021 or 2022, where I used to wake up, I used to scroll on social media until my online classes or whatever began, about 2 hours in the morning. Then during the online classes, I used to mute all my audio, stop my video. I used to play those video games with my friends the whole day until the classes was over, until 3 p.m. or something. While having lunch, I used to have Netflix on my laptop open. I used to eat while watching Netflix. Then what? Obviously, classes were over now. Some relaxation had to happen. I used to watch some more anime after my classes ended. That used to go on for about 2 hours or something. Then I used to wonder, why do I feel so tired every single day? Why do I feel so drained every single day? Why do I feel so stuck in mud? Like, there's something called as sand dunes in the desert. Like, when you keep your feet in it, the more harder you try to pull out, the more it gets stuck. If you know about that, sand dunes in the desert. So I felt like that. The more I tried to force, or the more I tried to struggle, the more I was addicted into the screen addictions. And obviously, after relaxation, kuch to karna hai, I was okay, studies I used to do like half an hour or 1 hour every day. Then again in the night, jab my parents were sleeping and all the lights were off, I used to hold on full brightness phone, watch, keep here. Before sleeping, I used to watch some shitty anime or some TV show until 1, 2 in the morning. I used to sleep again after that. And yeah, that was my breaking point. I- when I just felt, what the fuck am I doing in my life? That is what I felt when all of these were occurring. So that's when I decided to change and take decisions. And that's when I got rid of the addiction myself. I tried many, 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 many things. Many things. And after a lot of experimentation on myself, going through various YouTube videos, going through many courses, and going through scientific studies, doing some research on my own, I've come to a conclusion of what actually works, what doesn't work for this, and how should you go about it. So yeah, that was the journey that I've been on. It was a pretty long one, so yeah.
Yeah, really, like you described it the right way. Breakdowns happen, and only after breakdowns the breakthroughs take place.
100%.
So you have already faced it, and you told about your point when you were breaking down. What do you think is the core reason that people opt the screen addictions or doom scrolling? Are they trying to escape something? What are they trying to get rid of? What are they avoiding in their life because of which they are in the screen addiction? Because when I look outside the world is like really beautiful, and I would love to be addicted to the world itself and not to the screens. What is it that drives people away?
Okay, so you asked about 5, 7 questions. So what is the core question I should answer in this?
The core you should answer is what is the core reason that people avoid their task and opt such cheap methods like screen additions or their dopamine hits?
Acha, okay. So this is the actually the right question to ask, Prajwal. Very good question. So we'll start from evolution, right? Our great grandfathers, older generations, let's say about 10 generations back, right? What did they have? They woke up at the sunrise. They had to do hard things in life to survive. They had to go hunting probably, and they had to work really hard physically in the fields or in the administrations or whatever to earn bread, to earn a living, and to provide for their family. Doing hard work and providing for their family and contributing to society is what they got pleasure from, right? There was no easy form of pleasure. You had to work hard for you to get pleasure points, what I call it, dopamine points. So we all know the pleasure hormones or the happy hormones are, we have endorphins, serotonin, then we have dopamine. Dopamine is responsible for your instant gratification and your cravings and all of that. So dopamine, that is the real thing that you have to talk about. So what happened to dopamine? So what happened is, as we evolved, now we have come to the age of the social medias and the screens. It's never been easier to find pleasure. To say the points are the same, the pleasure points of the old age, the history, and now the pleasure points are the same. That gets released when there is stimulation in you, and it's never been easier because each scroll there is a release of dopamine. Each video of blue films of pornography they watch, you people watch, there is instant release because these were all tasks and entertainment. That is the main thing. What is social media doing you? It's entertaining you. Entertainment was a very hard thing to achieve in the past. Pornography was very hard to achieve in the past. All of these activities have been reduced to mere clicks, to mere one swipe away on your phone. That is why it's destroying people. They don't get pleasure in seeing long term projects. Now, building a project like Project Unscroll is a long term vision. If we were addicted to the screens, we can never accomplish this because we have to put in so much work to help people, right? So something like this, or building a body, building a physique, it takes a lot of dedication, time, effort, hard work, and all of that. As we do the 10 hard and the sapates and Hanuman dands, and or if you're going to the gym, you know how hard it is to build a body, right? You have to eat the right food, you have to eat the right proteins to avoid carbs, all of the simple carbs, whatever. So, yeah, this is what it is. It's very easy to accomplish pleasure. That's why it's ruining people in the modern day.
Wow, like that's a really great and deep insight into what is actually the core reason. So people nowadays shift to more comfortable things, as you told us. What? Why do you think that people will shift to doing hard things? What will it change in them? Like if they are doing comfortable things, they are already getting the dopamine points, right? What will the shift happen in them when they will start doing hard things and achieving that dopamine strike? Because the dopamine points are the same. So what is the difference?
So, it's basically this. What will they see? If you scroll, you achieve nothing. But if you stop scrolling and build a real life, you can achieve everything. So it's basically this. There are many parallel realities you can adopt into. Every decision of yours that you make every minute of the day, or every decision you take, really shapes your karma and really shapes where you go in life. Right. So if you have ambitions, if a person doesn't have ambitions, it's fine. Get off this video. It's not meant for you. If you want to live a life of wake up, get born out of your mother's womb, studied, worked, and died. What are your achievements? Even you won't be able to recollect. If you are someone like that, this is not for you, first of all. If you want to achieve something great, think of your ancestors. They were conquering kingdoms. They did so many things that we can say with pride that this is what they did, and they also died with pride that appa, this is what I've accomplished in this life. I'm looking forward to more in the next one, or something like that. So basically that's what it is. If you want to achieve something like substantial in life, you have to put down hard work. Nothing is going to be achieved by scrolling.
Oh, yeah. That's truly great. Like, oh, it is not at all for people who are not ready for this knowledge. If you are someone that who is not ready to change, who is not ready to become that greater self, who is not ready to become your best version and change something in the world, then this video is not really for you. Yes, this is not for you. So, my next question that I wanted to ask is many people try, when they are in these situations, they try really hard. Some people realize that they are in a very bad situation and they try to change themselves through smaller habits. What is the difference that a person who is disciplined and working in a community with a person compared by a person who is individually trying to struggle and trying to get rid of his problem? What is the difference between energy? What is the difference in guidance that both of these feel and both of these space?
Okay, so it's basically this. uh so yes, so let's say you're building a house. Can you build it alone? How much time would you take? A long time, right? A long time. You will achieve it, but it will take a long time. Versus you have 100 construction workers with you. How long will that take to achieve the same goal?
Much shorter time.
Much shorter, exactly. And do you think the people who are working with others are motivated? Yay, today it's a new day. Let's finish the house construction, versus the person who is doing it alone. How much do you think he would be motivated? Would you be?
Yeah, not at all motivated every day.
Not at all. So yes, that is the power of a community. So multiple people pursuing the same purpose is like magic. It's like magic because you get the divine grace when you form, like, when you have that motivation and you have that drive towards, yes, this is where I am, that is where I want to go, and have people who are around with me who are really focused and who are ready to achieve that and who are doing the work already. You know where they are sharing their progress, where they are going. You are sharing your progress, where you are going. So it's really a motivation factor. It can be achieved alone, but it's just slower and it's inefficient rather than doing it with the community. That's what. So that's the main difference.
Okay, I really understood what the difference was. I also wanted to ask that when they are taking people in this journey, what happens is that when they stop using social media, they have a FOMO. They feel that something is what they're lacking in their life. It feels kind of lonely, and I shouldn't say that it isn't a dark phase. It is like a dark phase in their life. Like they're personally feeling it. So if people come to that stage and they have to really endure it, if they are not able to endure it, this place is not for them, is it? So
No, definitely not. It's not that it's not for you. If you are on the path, there is an Agni Pariksha coming for you, because there is a test before the gift. So nature will test you if you are worthy of focus first by giving you such tests. Okay. So one is such. When you start to reduce your time on social media, you feel there is a lot of time on your mind. You don't know what to do with it. You're not scrolling on social media, and there are not the highlights of all these people that they're posting stories ki ye hua hai mere life mein, wo hua hai, this has happened. I went to Burj Khalifa, I went to Eiffel Tower. When all of that is removed, there is a sense of calm, there is a sense of peace. But that peace starts to feel quite a bit of frightening, because I've gone through this myself. It feels frightening to an extent, because you don't know what to do with your time. You've not found your purpose yet. But at that dark stage is when you can either build or you can either fall back to your old patterns. If you go ahead with the churning, if you walk on the fire path, if you walk on the coal, that's painful, that's frustrating. You get so many thoughts, you get so many things. So I this is one suggestion. Sit down on an asana or a mat and just close your eyes. Don't do anything. Don't judge your thoughts. Let the thoughts flow. Be like, क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं? What is happening? Why am I even doing this? Is this necessary in my life? Let the thoughts flow. Observe and structure your thoughts. That's very important for getting clarity. Structuring your thoughts is very important. Once you achieve this, you start realizing, shit, I can't afford to go back to my older self, because that's where my downfall is. So, when you start reflecting on your thoughts, reflecting on your desires, reflecting on your needs, you will start to pick the right decisions that will make you a better person, because you have naturally been designed by nature to go on an upward spiral rather on a downward spiral. It will push you towards evolution. Nature always pushes you towards evolution, towards a better self. So that is when you can really lock in your thoughts, structure it, and take better decisions. Yep. So that's what it is.
Okay, so like that's really great. Nature really pushes us towards evolution. If a person is watching this video and he has watched it till here, what is the first step that he should take towards building its focus, towards regaining what he has lost, and how can he stop falling into the old patterns? What is the first step that is a must to take?
Okay. So there are various steps, and the first step really is acknowledging your situation. Don't build castles in the air. Acknowledge, yes, I am in shit. Yes, I am a doom scroller. Yes, I am uh, jacking off multiple times a day or a week. Yes, this is me. And just not having imposter syndrome, knowing, yes, this is my current situation, and just be at peace with it first. Because you cannot do anything without peace. If you feel agitated, you cannot take the first step. First is feel at peace. Acknowledge, yes, these are all my gunas or my qualities that I possess right now. And acknowledge that you must change. You must change in order for a revolution to happen in your life. And the second step would be joining our community, because there you have to be in a group of people who will push you towards the right step. Because in our community, if people scroll for long times and they post their screenshots, everyone else will literally tell them ki bhai, this is wrong, what the fuck are you doing, this is not what is supposed to be doing. One understanding and being at peace with your situation. Number two, get into our community where you are surrounded with people who are working towards the similar purpose. That's what I would say. The first two steps.
Wow, like if someone really takes the first two steps, is gonna end up becoming what he wants. Because I myself joined the community when I was in a kind of a dark phase, and since then, what I've seen is a lot of improvement in me. And I should say that when initially you are entering the group, you feel like what is happening. Like it feels a lot of, you know, it feels like a rapid shift that is happening. But when I was at that moment, I kept the bigger picture in the mind. So, according to you, what should the people that would enter our tribe have a bigger picture? What kind of bigger picture they should have in order to sustain and in order to keep growing, in order to not just break out of the system? What do you think that the one thing, the one picture that we should have in mind?
So I've been thinking about this a lot from the past few days. That is a frame shift. I was reading this in my books also. There is something called as a frame shift mutation in our DNA. What is a frame shift mutation? That is when there is one small gene that is changed on the DNA. Due to that one small change, the whole sequence is changed. The whole structure is changed. The whole frame is changed just because of one decision, one mutation, right? So, how does this concept apply to our life? So, if you take one conscious decision, you can change your frame. What is your frame? Your frame is really about who are you, what is your surroundings, and uh, who are you, what is your surroundings, and what are you doing currently. So when your frame shifts, your frame mutates. When you envision yourself in a frame of a person who is not a scroller, it should be like this: currently you're a scroller, your future self or your frame has to, you have to design. भाई किधर चले गए?
अरे लाइक वो टाइमर रहता है ना जूम पे कि अगर पेज नहीं है तो एक मोमेंट तक ही रहेगा.
अच्छा अच्छा. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, we'll get back to it. किधर था?
फ्रेम शिफ्ट फ्रेम शिफ्ट.
Frame mutation, exactly. When you envision, this whole topic itself is a masterclass, which I was planning to do, but I'm going to share the information here, a sneak peek of it. So, what is a frame shift? When you envision yourself as a different person and you write out the gunas of the person that you're trying to become, who doesn't scroll, who probably is trying to develop a healthy lifestyle, who probably eats only whole foods. Let's take this for example. So, what is the quality? What are you supposed to say? You're supposed to say, I am not a scroller anymore. I don't scroll on social media anymore. So, that is a frame shift. That one sentence is a frame shift. The other, I'll give you more examples. I am a person who eats only food given from Mother Nature. I don't eat anything else. So, what that does to you is you will start eating whole foods. You will start avoiding junk foods. That one line will change your perception, will change your frame. And that is really how you will make the drastic shift in your psyche and your mentality, because there is a concept called neuroplasticity in our brain. Our neurons have the ability to change the connections that they have made. They have the ability to break connections that are already formed in your brain currently and form new neural pathways and new neural patterns. That is the law basically of frame shift invitation. That is how you will change. When you start saying, I am not a scroller, I am a person who's consciously utilizing media, social media, that is when your brain starts to adapt to it. New neural pathways are built to shift your perception to the new one. So, yes, that is the most impactful thing a person can do on their journey. This is a very complicated process, but I tried my best to explain it in a short manner. So, if I don't know if people would have understood it, but yeah, that's the gist. If you have any doubts, you can ask me on this.
Yeah, so whatever you have mentioned, that was really great. And yeah, I could understand everything. The thing is that I was already reading about these things. So I had a kind of pre-conceptual idea that what you are talking about.
Acha, okay.
I hope that other people also get it. So related to the doubts, the one doubt that I have, that is this project Unscroll paid version, or is it something that isn't to be paid? Like, is there a fee for entering? What is the cost they have to bear when they are entering or try?
Yes, there is a fee. If you want to join Focushood, the fee is commitment. You have to be committed to the process, what we offer, and you have to be committed to not be an asshole and not violate certain rules and to not really do whatever you want. That is the fee we require. We require your commitment to really behave well, follow the process, get results, and help others. That is the commitment fee. In terms of monetary, there is no fee to join the Focus Hood, but we may launch out certain, what do you say, tools to enhance your journey. So that might be paid in the future, but for now, it's not.
Great. So I guess that there are already few people who are inside the focus or tribe, right? So what can you share a few things that are very general that they are doing and they are actually seeing the results of it? Just few basic things.
Okay, so we have given them protocols to follow to reduce their screen time and to increase their focus. Basically, we have given them protocols to build their energy for now. A sickly and low energy body cannot accomplish huge tasks.
Yes, yes. So I had one question that I guess there are already people that have joined the focus or tribe, right? And what are the some simple and basic activities that are very general and that they are doing to improve themselves? Can you share some simple and basic things that they are already doing?
Yep. So, what they're doing, number one, most important, they're out in the sun. They're getting good sunlight. Number one, every day, at least sun exposure in the morning after they wake up, they're doing to really set proper their circadian rhythm. That's one main thing. The other thing is they're drinking good water to keep them hydrated, their body hydrated. Around 3 to 4 every 20 kgs of their body weight, they're consuming 1 liter. So if you're a male of 80 kgs, 4 liters of water is fine. And what other things they're doing? They're doing dietary changes. They're doing one main thing, and that is consumption of omega 3 fatty acids. When you consume omega 3 fatty acids, you really get about a 200% increase in mental clarity, mental focus, and all of your really or your whole brain is made up of fatty acids, and a lot of them are supposed to be 3-chain fatty acids, but what we are getting is 9-chain fatty acids, which should not be the case. And what has to be consumed is 3-chain omega 3 fatty acids, so that is creating a huge change. The other things include such as grounding in the morning or any other time in the day, where you connect with Mother Earth and you receive good electrons from her. This is a very significant and important thing backed by science, where you get grounding in. That changes your whole system, that reduces cortisol, and cortisol is your stress hormone, by the way. It reduces the cortisol and really sets reduces toxins and free radicals as well in your body, which are harming you. So these are some of the exercises that these there is something called as the 80-20 rule. These are the 20% of the things that they do to achieve 80% of the results. So anyone watching this can do these four things that I told you to achieve 80% of the result. Yep.
Wow, that is very great. And I feel that these things are very common and very general, but people generally don't follow it. Uh, no, not at all. So yeah, I think most of the reason that they are scrolling even in their free time is because they are not giving much love to themselves. They are not monitoring themselves. They are not analyzing what things are entering their body, their mind, what songs and what videos they are watching every day, what content they are consuming. So, yeah, that is very true. So, like, it was a very great podcast, Yashas. And now I would like to end this podcast. What is the one last message that you would like to share to the people who are watching this video?
So one last message I would like to share is, guys, you have been given a divine birth by the grace of Devi, and you are really here because you wanted to be here. It was your desire to be here. Please utilize your life well and achieve what you want to achieve. Do the hard work required to get stuff. Nothing is easy in life. Anything worthwhile is hard. So get accustomed to hard work. Do not fall into the trap of societal norms of whatever the big companies, marketing agencies are pushing onto you. Use your brain. Your brain has been given to you to use it, not to consume information. It's to create information as well. So do all of this, and I would like to end with a mantra if that's fine.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
So, okay. पञ्चस्य च्युतमनकं विचित्रवीर्यं श्रीशङ्खचक्ररमणीयभुजगरदेशां पीताम्बरं मकरकुण्डलनूपुरङ्गं ध्यायेति तं कपिवरं हृति भवायमि. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman. So I hope
Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram. So I hope this reaches the right audience and it transforms their life.
Yeah, of course, it will reach the right audience with the kind of knowledge we have provided. I hope they really listen to it very carefully and they start applying it, not just watching it. They should start analyzing themselves very quickly. If they are not gonna be aware even after watching these kind of videos, I don't know what is this going to make them aware. Yeah, so that this was a really great podcast, Yashas. Thank you very much for joining us. Namaste. Jai Shri Ram.
Jai Shri Ram.